Zetterberg. Taken off now by Franzen. Fed one for Zetterberg. Crossed off, though. Here's Stewart a shot, and that one went off Leno's stick and wide. Oh, man! He's out. And then an extra hit came from Bufflin, and a crowd gathers.
I mean, you're talking about big hits. This is as big as it gets.
Concussion is basically an injury to the brain. A lot of people now, the terminology they're using is mild traumatic brain injury. And a concussion is, again, just like that, an injury to the brain where from a variety of mechanisms you get, the brain sits in the skull, it's surrounded by fluid, there's room for it to move around a little bit, and if it moves too suddenly or too forcefully, it can cause an injury with some kind of bruising to the brain tissue.
I took a girl's knee to my head, and that was the worst one I've ever gotten. Apparently, me and this girl were on the ground for 2 minutes. I don't remember anything from this concussion. My coach was like freaking out, and I actually broke down crying on the sideline because I wanted to go play, and my coach was telling me no. And my coach looked at me and he went, "You are not yourself."
It was actually during practice. We were doing a beater drill where you pass back and forth, and then when time is called, the person with the ball, their partner has to tackle them in order to get the ball. And the roughest guy on our team was my partner, and I ended up with the ball, and he came sprinting at me and took me down, and my head just whipped back and hit the ground.
A lot of times you talk about people having symptoms anywhere from as mild as, like, say, maybe a little bit of a headache or a little bit of dizziness or disorientation to, people can lose consciousness, people can have short or long-term memory loss. It can affect people's ability to process information for a period of time. So, that's something we focus on a lot with college students. Those are probably the main things. Balance is another big thing where it's affected.
At first, I was really dizzy. I just kind of bent over and hung out for a second, and then the trainer came over and helped me off the field. I was having trouble walking. I had an instant headache, but I could remember everything that she was telling me, all the numbers to remember, all the words to remember. But I was having a hard time balancing, and that was something that I'm really good at balancing. So I was having a hard time with that, and that's where she thought it was concerning that my balance was so off.
I got like massive headaches. I was continuously dizzy like every second. Even after I got right back up, and I had to stop afterwards because I was just so dizzy.
There's a lot more concern with head injuries. You have to wait longer to regain full activity. Like I said, I was out for a week, but I mean, if you get hit in the head and you have symptoms for over a week, you can sit out as long as you have symptoms. So I think they're taking it more precautious now, but I don't know if the awareness is still as good as it should be.